Hey everyone, let's do a quick midweek update right now. So we had the forecasted drop and it went to the first target. Let's put the stuff back here. So first target was this, not last week, the previous week's low, which was also the April low, and we hit it. And now it's looking like we're doing a bounce from it. And if we look on the daily, let's turn this off as well. This was the trend line, the previous bull market trend line, and we are back below it right now. Not exactly something like this. And support here, we ignore this deviation, then support, then support. We finally went below it. We tried to capture it and got rejected once. The second time we went above it, and now we go below it from the first try. And it's looking like an initial failed backtest on the hourly. Don't know what will happen here, uh, but it doesn't look that bullish to me. What I can see happening is we go all the way back to 410. This range here between 405, 40, yeah, let's say 405-ish, 406 to 414, 415. And I would expect that even if we go lower a bit later, we can potentially see a backtest of 400 and then go back down. For the foreseeable future, I think this week might be over for the drops. VIX is turning lower as well. Let's see. So this previous support area that held multiple times in the past, here, almost tagged it here, is now becoming resistance. Yesterday we wicked right at it. Today we try to go up again and working below. VVIX is dropping as well and seems like it's catching some momentum. So there's no really any reason to or pressure to go down further right now. And individual names, let's look at bigger caps as well for a bit. Tesla almost started filling this gap here. I hope it actually goes and fills it completely to 146-ish, and I think that's a buy. So this one didn't play out. It looks like we're playing this one out, and really hoping we get to see 146 big. It's a good buy. Apple didn't really pull back a lot. Um, the Bollinger Band is coming in pretty high as well. So I think if we go down, it's gonna be with a retest of the highs. So right now it looks like everything is doing this scenario in which we do a retest of the high. It will be on a divergence, and then we start to go down again, potentially next week. I don't see it happening this week as well. Nvidia, same kind of situation. Probably it will go to 290 and then go back down. Google is looking kind of weak because Microsoft is stealing their customers, their head of AI, and same with Nvidia. So we went back below this level. This is a back test of this level. One rejection, second rejection, even on good earnings, not a really good a good signs for Google. So most likely it will go down and at least retest this area here at 99. So probably a retest of 100 and then maybe go back up again. Microsoft is looking the most bullish, obviously, but this is a Bollinger free move. We're right at it. I think it can push it a bit higher. Let's look at the delta profile quickly as well. So 300 is a big level, and let's say we can potentially overshoot a bit to go as high as 305. Most likely not 305, but somewhere between 300 and 305. So I think we can still go a bit higher and up to the beginning of this gap here. Don't think we fill it, but up to the beginning of this gap. And again, we go higher and then we go lower again. Amazon turned this into a support, quite bullish, and depending on earnings, it can go high as 113. Meta depends on earnings tonight, don't know. And a few names that caught my eye. So Neo. Neo actually did what I wanted it to do. So we got that push below 8. Yesterday we wicked a bit higher. Now we're right on this trend line again, and I think it will hold. Ignore this, doesn't really matter that we went below it for now. Like we can still consider it to be in range. What we wanted to see is a quick recapture of 8. So buying here is risky, you can do it, but you have to keep a tight stop loss. If it goes, let's say, below 750, cut it. But if it does this, it recaptures 8, then it will backtest 8. This is the buy. So if it does this, it probably goes a lot higher. Then end phase, which shit the bed on earnings, but we have this broadening formation here. Let me hide some of the horizontal stuff. So we have this broadening formation here, which we are expanding above. So let's say this is the whole channel, but let's say this is the horizontal formation, and it's looking quite good for a recapture. They tend to do overshoots like this, but it means it's way oversold. This is a Bollinger free move as well. We just went slightly above it and bounced. Looking at the lower time frame, I think the buy is this. So a retest of 166, it will be the thing to buy long. And I'm assuming IV is pretty high right now. I was looking at spreads for May for OPEX, and I'll probably do like 180 to 190, buy 180, sell 190. And to the problem is they have very bad spreads, so be careful with that, with this one. Don't buy anything that doesn't have good liquidity, and don't buy anything that has a huge spread between bid and ask. What else was there from? Let's look at requests. So, oh, TSM looking decentish, like it's in this. And I'm talking now in the context of I'm not foreseeing any further drops this week, honestly, unless Meta and Amazon shit the bed tonight and tomorrow. I don't think we see further drops this week, and we got to this horizontal level. We have a gap fill here. Let's put it at the gap fill actually. So, and we're wicking back above the gap fill. This has quite a bit of potential of recapturing and going to this trend line at least. So this is out of the picture now. It can come, but later, but after a move up, I think now right now. Qualcomm on this horizontal level and holding for now. RSI is pretty low. Again, don't think we see this anymore. Or if we see it, we see it in actually exactly in this format. Like we do a back test, get rejected, then we lose this, we back test it again, then go lower. But for now, I don't think we see it. Aher continued down. We are right at the trend line of the channel. Uh, we're still red today, but not making a new low. So again, this is a risky entry because it could still go further down. But if you keep a tight stop loss, it's fine to try it out now. Uh, Coal stuff still looks bad. I wouldn't touch it. Oh, CLF was looking quite decent. It's somewhat in no man's land, but and could go slightly lower. But I also think it's quite oversold, and it's a decent buy at this level, especially with stock. I will still do spreads here. Like if the whole market bounces, it will bounce here. Maybe recaptures this, and if it recaptures and successfully, it will go to the highs at 20 again. If not, might do this range more than once. Like depending on how weak or strong the market is, it might do this for a while and then choose direction either down or up. Don't know. NIO talked about, Tesla talked about, Enphase I talked about. First Solar is looking okay. Plug, okay, Plug. Also looking as good as before. The only thing concerning about it is earnings on May 10th, but you can probably play it and get out and uh, get in, get out, buy earnings without any issues. So I still think this is a nice setup for Plug. CVS at support as well. Quite the big bullish divergence here. So it might not actually go to 69, assuming the market doesn't continue down this week, and most likely Meta earnings will decide it for the rest of the week. We should see a bounce here. That we tried to break the downtrend twice. Once here got rejected, continued down, then again with a gap up and got rejected. The next one I think sticks and should go at least to 77. Chinese stuff was looking good as well. Not only this, but HSY. It's on this horizontal level that was tested here, here. This was a recapture, went below recapture support, then went up like crazy. And we have an overshoot here and a late bounce. And now we are retesting. And this is the common pattern where we overshoot, re bounce from it, and then we don't overshoot. We stop exactly on support, and then it goes up. So keep an eye on China stuff as well. BABA looks almost identical to HSY. Has still has this gap here at 77.42, which we might see filled. But if it's filled, it's most likely going to be on the back of either market weakness or weakness in Chinese stuff specifically. Other than that, mm, Chinese stuff is starting to look good. They're way oversold. What else? Oh my god, look at fucking wing. It's going even higher. Whatever. Oh yeah, G yesterday got rejected. So this one as well, I think we see this and then it craters. G is super fucking oversold. MACD, same kind of thing, and we have a rejection exactly at the trend line, the channel trend line. Same pattern for everything. So we go back up if earnings for Microsoft are good and Amazon are good. Then we go down potentially starting next week. Not this much, but we will see. GM was looking quite decent. Sorry. So horizontal support here. We are at it. We can say we overshot up below this trend line, but we're wicking back above it. So let's put the exact stuff and like this. So we try to go below the trend line, we wicked above it. It's looking quite decent as a RSI divergence. This is okay-ish to see. So not necessarily for the long run bullish, but I could see it do it like this back to 35 and then maybe go down, but or we don't know. But it's good enough for a move to 35. Yeah, try to keep it short. Maybe went a bit too long. That's it for now. Good luck. Bye bye.